Hey my ladies and my gents, I'm StevenTocher, and on today's episode I want to talk to you about dieting versus lifestyle eating habits. Now, when we think of the word diet, we think of something that we have to restrain ourselves from. We think of maybe the joke that someone tells us, which is, I hate the word diet because the word die is in it. And maybe we think of, things that we have to cut ourselves off from, the things we have to die from, like, those sweets or those things that we really like to indulge in. And those things are somewhat true. However, the original meaning of the word diet actually comes from the idea of nutrition, proper eating, or just the nutritional value that you're going to get, or the prescribed food that you should be having for your body. So the word diet, which is kind of being messed up with the amount of advertising that we've used the word in, everyone kind of thinks of it in this horrible fashion. Now, when we think of the combination of the words lifestyle, eating, and habits, we think of things that are more like, proper, more disciplined, filled with more moderation. But really and truly, if you diet good or bad, or if you have a unhealthy or healthy set of eating habits, it is really the same thing. It's a lifestyle choice. So the key here is changing your overall places that you eat, things that you want to have, things that you put in your fridge, or that are accessible in your workplaces, your workspaces, or in the car, for instance. So, like, if you are a person who loves to go have fast food maybe 2 or 3 times a week, maybe a good lifestyle change for you, which would help your eating, would be to maybe once or twice a week go to a nice restaurant and have something that's filled with flavor that might cost a little bit more. However, it's going to be good for your body. When maybe you're at work, instead of having candy or chocolate sitting around, maybe you have like a small amount of those snacks, and you have more crunchy, delicious like fruits and vegetables, especially like carrots and celeries and the green type vegetables that are really gonna help in your digestion and vitamins and energy, and won't bog you down and maybe even depress you, and you'll be able to eat a lot of it because they're so low in calories. These are the kind of lifestyle changes or the dietary changes you're going to actually have to or you should be making. Now, again, when you think about the verses of when people talk about this, they're actually equal. The ideas are there. It's just society has really pumped up one idea and really, blown out the other one, and kind of left that word, left for dead. But the word diet isn't that bad. Again, I hated it because, again, I thought when I was like 14 it meant die. It meant dying to all these things you didn't like. But as I've, gone through this journey, and as I've lost all the weight I have, I actually realized that I can have snacks, I can have things that I like, but I would have them at maybe 10% of my diet instead of what I used to have them, which was around 50 to 60% of my diet. And that's the thing, is working towards little goals. I know that within a week I'll usually have 3 snacks or 2 snacks and 1 off meal that I kind of can look forward to or even like. But I tell you the honest truth, that even 5 years ago, there's certain foods that I would have used to love to have that now my body doesn't crave for, especially like oils. I can't even be in the same room when someone's frying something a lot of time because my skin starts to get irritated. But there are still snack foods and foods that I love that I work towards for 2 or 3 days, let's say, and then I finally get to have that, and it's more satisfying. And on the flip side, the foods that I never used to really have that were healthy, that were good diet or good lifestyle eating habits, I've started to crave. Like, I can have 2 bowls of oatmeal in one day because it's so delicious. So with that being said, I want to leave you with a couple of videos on both sides here, and I want to leave you with an interesting fact about season 1 in my journey. In the dieting side of things, when you do make a actual lifestyle change when it comes to your eating, you are going to have to, if you want to lose the weight, at some time do the math to kind of figure out how much weight you should be losing, okay? And you can do that by your BMI, BMR, and RMR, and understanding how much your body is burning in comparison to how much you're taking in. And that video is right here. There will also be a BMI game that I play to kind of help you to figure out what that actually means, like the BMI, and so that you don't get too discouraged. So that game will explain, body fat and kind of fat percentages, and this will explain what I was thinking about and how you can break down your own, personal weight and how much you're bringing in and how much you can lose. And by doing so, using multiple tools and even calculators to help you attain and reach your goals. Now on this side, on the idea of more of a lifestyle change, the idea of having a proper diet, but the words that we think of, in eating habits and proper. There are 4 meals that I'd like to show you here that I've cooked with my mom. It's a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack that you can have throughout the day. I wouldn't say this obviously have this every day. That's why we've cooked a whole bunch of different meals, and there's tons of amazing chefs online that you can find, and people will be able to give you some really good health meals. But these are the 4 main ones that I've stuck to that really helped me in my weight loss, and especially in season 1 when I figured out the math and I started changing the way I ate. I was able to burn around 250,000 calories. That's right. So I was supposed to burn around 750,000 calories because I was working out, building some lean mass by walking and stretching. And because I was burning a lot more calories than I was supposed to in that 7-month period, I also cut down, how much I was eating. So I ended up cutting down about 1/3 of what I was supposed to be eating. So 750,000 calories is how much I was able to burn over those 7 months. I cut down my food intake, made sure that most of my meals were really good for me, and I only ate around 500,000 calories. So if you do the math, if 3,500 calories is 1 pound, I lost around 70 pounds. So remember, 750,000 calories because of walking and stretching and eating even better foods and building more lean mass. I only ate 500,000 over those 7 months. I was able to lose around 70 pounds, and I was able to, just overall change the entire dynamic of my body. And that's really what, a diet versus a lifestyle eating habit means. It means changing your overall day-to-day, not for a little while, but for the rest of your life, while still having snacks in moderation. If you have a comment or question, or what you think, what I'm saying is complete bonkers, that's cool, I understand. There's multiple ways of getting, to certain answers, but this is just how I went about it and how I got things done. If you would like to check out the website or anything that pertains to the video, you'll be able to see that in the description. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. God bless. Oh yeah, and if you like what I'm doing, please tweet, tumble, like, share, thumbs up, plus, pin, or do whatever you do, and please subscribe.